Hey everyone, I'm super excited to send you this workout plan, and I can't wait to get back to Kansas City and see you guys in person here in about a month and a half or so. But in the meantime, I put together this workout plan that I've referenced, and I wanted to put together this video so I can walk you through just what the workout plan looks like, make sure that you get a feel for the layout and the format, and try to answer as many questions as possible up front. Now, the point of this workout plan is to make sure that no player has the excuse of saying, well, I didn't know what to do to get my body in shape, because the next 2 months leading up to tryouts, yes, you want to take swings. Yes, we need to throw. Yes, we're going to have team practices. We're going to do the baseball skills and fundamentals. But it's also equally, if not, I would say more important that each player is getting his body in shape, because your body is the tool that your skills use to perform. And so if your body's not in shape, then it doesn't matter how good your swing is or how good your arm action is. You got to build strength. And so my hope with this plan is that, number one, if you don't have a plan, now you do. Number two, if you do have a plan already, maybe you can supplement and use parts of this. But at the end of the day, all I really want to make sure is that every guy in our team has the resources necessary to get their bodies in shape, as well as working on their swings and their throws and their fielding and all that kind of stuff. So this is the Ironman Baseball Club spring training workout plan. And so if you look at the PDF here, got a quick table of contents, just so you know where to find what you need to find in case you want to reference it. This first page is something that for all the players to read, and it's just it's important. It's an important mindset check, and the question is simply, how good do you want to be? So I'll let you guys read this, but at the end of the day, I promise this plan can work. But this plan or any other plan, they just don't matter if the player, talking to the players right now, if you guys aren't willing to put in the work. So how good do you want to be? It's an important question to ask yourself, and it helps you get your mindset right before you dive into this plan or frankly any other plan. Next, got a few thoughts on how to use this plan, what to expect. Each day has a warm-up, a throwing program, strength and conditioning, and I want to emphasize the last part here, the listen to your body part. This plan is aggressive. This plan is intended to be as much or more than you might be able to do on a daily basis. So if you need some extra days off, if you need some time off, please listen to your body. Again, I'd rather give you too much rather than not enough and have you pull back as your body needs it, rather than go into tryouts doing a plan and just not being prepared enough. So if your arm is sore, like it talks about, some soreness is going to be expected. But if there's anything unusual, anything that persists longer than a day or two, then you really need to listen to your body and make sure you're giving your body time to recover. So go ahead and read through this. I'm not going to read every word here, but I did want to highlight in this video the listen to your body part, because this is an aggressive plan that will make you bigger, faster, stronger, and with that growth comes soreness, but you want to make sure you're not overdoing it and you're listening to your body. Here we have the warm-up routine, and so we have our full warm-up routine that you can do outside or if you have enough space, and then we also have an indoor routine. The full warm-up routine is what we've done at practices, and so some guys will recognize this. The indoor routine, we actually have a demo video for you, and the link in this demo link right here will take you to this video, and it's just me, so you can laugh at me if you want, but it's just me. This is the little yoga room in the workout room in the apartment complex, and so you can see throughout this whole 5-minute plan, I don't leave that tiny space. So the point of this indoor warm-up routine is that you don't need hardly any space to get it done. So there's no excuse to say, oh, I don't have 60 feet, I don't have 90 feet. You can do this at any point to make sure that you're warmed up for doing what you need to do. So there's a demo video for that. I only did a demo video for the indoor warm-up because that's mostly what people will be doing. And then, but you have the full thing here for both the full warm-up that you can do with space or the indoor warm-up that you can do anywhere. Next up is the Expo Throwing System Index, and so it talks about ordering weighted balls. And so here's a link to the ones that I have and that we'll use at team practices. This Expo series is a weighted ball series. Many of you have probably heard about weighted balls and throwing them for arm strength. And I think that you can go too far with them, but this is a great system that I think helps build arm strength, but doesn't overdo it. And so the demo video link here, again, will take you to these videos. There's two drills. There's what's called the stationary rhythm, and then there's what's called the extreme walk-in. And both of these demos, this is my buddy Nolan. He wrote a program called Elite Velocity Program. You guys are actually going to meet him and hear more about that at one of our practices, but these are just some demo videos. And so when you see his titles on here and his logo, I just snagged his videos, so don't be alarmed by that. But those are examples of the two different Expo Throwing System drills that are in this workout program. So you do need weighted balls for that. Like it says here, the cost is literally $15 to $20 total on Amazon, and they last you a while, so it's a worthy investment. So this is the index for your Expo Throwing System. Your throwing program index, again, we have indoor and we have outdoor, and you can do these throws. If you don't have a partner, the important thing to realize is that you can do every single one of these throws into a wall or into a net. So don't let no partner, nobody to throw with be an excuse, because if you have a net, if you have a wall, then you can get it done. And so it's not as fun by yourself, but in the interest of making sure you're prepared, you can do this on your own if you have to. And so this lays out all of the throws that you guys should know how to do. If you have any questions on specifically what these are, then definitely let me know, because I will make sure that you guys know what we're looking at here. And then next is the strength and conditioning index, and so these are all the workouts that we have included. All of this is body weights, and again, everything is kind of explained. So here's the different different workouts are the numbers, and then anytime you see an N, there's notes. And so the sprint intervals, for example, you jog for 2 minutes at 6 miles per hour, 0% incline. Then you sprint for 15 seconds, rest for 45 seconds, and that's at 8 miles an hour, 10% incline. And you kind of increase the speed here. Now, one thing that's important is if this is too fast or too hard initially, which it could be, then you can always scale it back. And we have Lunge University, we have Bodyweight Blaster, we have Modified Murph, and we have Concrete Course. So you guys can read through this. Most of it should be self-explanatory, but if there's any questions or confusion, then that's what I'm here for. So make sure you ask rather than just not do it because you don't know what you're doing. So please ask if you have questions. But here's the full strength and conditioning index in this plan. And now we get to the meat, where for 8 weeks, every single day has something assigned. And so there's 3 main categories that we're working on with this. It's throwing, arm strength, and strength and conditioning. So this lays out the plan for each day. So day 1, Expo Series A, Concrete Core. Day 2, 6 throws each of your throwing program, and Lunge University. And you see you have 1 full day off here, and it's just going to alternate. Your throws are going to increase as the days go. Expo Series A, B, and C increases the volume. And then you'll also notice that if you follow the strength and conditioning stuff, this it builds on each other, so that if you do all of this by week 8, being able to knock out Modified Murph and sprint intervals and Bodyweight Blaster and sprint intervals, and you're going to be in really, really good shape by the time you're ready for tryouts, and your arm will be in shape too. So that's the workout plan. Again, this is designed to give you guys something to make sure you're getting your bodies in shape if you don't have something already, or if you have something already, then this can supplement it. So read through this. I hope it's helpful, and let me know if you have any questions.